Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump and more hospitals closing early. So, in a recent video, I talked about a medical facility in Nebraska closing, where the CEO flat out said that the Medicaid cuts were the straw that broke the camel's back. Community Hospital CEO Troy Bruntz said, quote, "Unfortunately, the current financial environment, driven by anticipated federal budget cuts to Medicaid, has made it impossible for us to continue operating all of our services, many of which have faced significant financial challenges for years." That prompted a bunch of questions, asking why they're closing before the cuts even go into effect. Hospitals are really good at math. Here's the math. There are currently roughly 71.4 million people on Medicaid. 12.8 million people are expected to be bounced off. So, we're looking at almost an 18% reduction. I can't get the exact numbers for the medical facility that's closing, but in Frontier County, Nebraska, where this facility is, or was, about 18% of the population is on Medicaid, according to the 2023 report from Georgetown. Now, realistically, the Medicaid customers probably make up more than 18% of their revenue because Medicaid always pays, whereas people without insurance don't always pay. But let's just take the 18%. Now, there's people being bounced off, which is also 18%. That would leave the facility losing about 3.25% of their revenue. And again, in real life, these numbers will be much higher. But just going off the numbers we can show, it's 3.24%. That doesn't sound so bad, right? However, according to Chartis, 46% of rural hospitals were in the red, and 432 were vulnerable to closures before the cuts. If your facility is already in the red, already losing money, and now you're going to lose even more revenue, it would be foolish to keep the facility open and wait to lose even more money than it already is. This is why so many people were saying this was going to happen when the bill was being debated. This won't be the last facility to shut down before the cuts even take effect. Initially, it'll be small medical facilities away from the main campus of larger hospitals in small towns. But eventually, it'll impact a lot of those too. Although, with the smaller facilities shutting down, they'll have more of a cushion as the people who would have gone to the small facilities drive further to get to the bigger one. When I was talking about it before, I wasn't talking about rural hospitals simply because I'm rural. They're the most at risk. I mean, during COVID, y'all paid for PPE at rural hospitals. This isn't a new fight. For a lot of facilities, this is just the final knockout punch. If you want to add to this, something I learned today is that small rural pharmacies are in the same fight. You're going to see more of this, and it'll take a long, long time to recover from it. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.